Qantas has re-emerged into headlines over the past 24 hours or so, and this is following direct concerns regarding a potential plan to acquire Alliance. However, as mentioned, concerns are ever present involving this transaction. That could potentially impact the competition for air transport in remote areas of both Queensland and Western Australia. Consolidation of airlines has been a very highly talked about topic within our industry and here on the channel, and it's not just within Australia that we've been witnessing it happen. Notably the acquisition between Spirit and JetBlue alongside Lufthansa, working up the means to consolidate potentially with companies in the industry. Some of the facts: a merger between Qantas and Alliance would see two of the top three operators in the air consolidate their services in the Western Australia and Queensland regions, in a market that is already struggling to attract new players. This would not necessarily be a favourable move, with various industry experts, regulators and governing bodies noting that these merger plans should be of substantial concern. The subsequent leasing of aircraft and implications there have also been key to the concerns outlined by the ACCC. Barriers are already present in terms of launching services. As an example, you have Rex and Virgin Australia, among other regional services, and the incoming Bonza. From pilots to infrastructure required to operate said routes around the country. Given Alliance being a very important wet lease aircraft provider, you can imagine if the merger was to go through with Qantas, the implications that would also have on an already established company would be a mammoth, especially considering that Qantas already has Jetstar at their disposal and would be only increasing their market share and grip on the Australian aviation sector. We now have to sit and await a final decision. Between now and then, both parties are allowed to communicate with regulators so regulators can better understand why this will be taking place. Of course, the deal cannot proceed without a firm yes, which is essential to Qantas in moving forward with such an agreement and subsequent merger. With the industry seemingly against them at this point though, I think it's fair to say that obtaining that final yes will probably be one of the most difficult tasks they'll undertake, unless there are ways that they can work around the merger and some of the key underlying issues that it would cause if it went through. For the Australian economy in any case, this is something that has been widely talked about. Having a competitive industry in the air is also just as meaningful as having one that can function well enough to service the country's demand, and not having, say, solely Qantas, Alliance and Jetstar grabbing that market share and resulting in your smaller carriers and ones that are not backed by Qantas struggling. What are your thoughts? As mentioned, consolidation has been a heavy talking point recently. However, while it offers companies benefits, I think ultimately it can also put added risks in some instances on already established companies within the industry that would serve to lose a lot from such deals. Of course though, if that's deemed not to take place, then usually these mergers are approved. But in the case of Qantas and Alliance, there's many stop signs that they do need to pass before they can reach that green light. To Jade and Daniel, Jam, Stefan, Al-Walid, Eric, the FlashCubing, Will Don and Austin 9, thanks for being cabin crew members. I very much appreciate the support. Do take care, and I'll see you next time.